Welcome to Mimsy's Kitchen, and today I will be doing a real fast raw pack beef stew. I've pre-cut celery and carrots and potatoes, and I have them in a salt water to keep them from turning brown colored, and it also helps get rid of extra starch. Now, I started the project before I realized, hey Anna, you need to film this. So I took a soup base, just a simple soup base that you get at the grocery store, whatever brand. I've used a beef flavor since I'm doing beef stew. I put half a teaspoon in the quart jars and a quarter teaspoon in the pint jars. And all I'm going to do is layer it in. I'm going to start with potatoes. So as you can see, I just put a few potatoes in there. And then next I'm going to start layering in the beef chunks. And it only takes a little bit. Just kind of mash them down in there some. The pint jars feed the 2-patient crew very easily for a quick lunch, and I'm doing a couple quart jars just in case I want to do it one evening when Terry's home for supper. That'll cover him too. Now, because it has potatoes and carrots in it, I won't eat this, but it's a good handy thing to have for them. And of course, you know, if a life-changing event or SHTF happened, keto for me would be out the window if I got hungry enough. It would take a while though. So just so that you're seeing, I'm just putting a few cubes of meat. I actually got this meat on sale at our local grocery store. It's Angus beef tips, stew beef. You can use a roast and just cut it up. Or you could even use pork roast, I imagine. But anyway, so now you're getting the idea of that, and then we'll start the next layers. The next layer is just some cut up celery and carrots. You just mix it up a little bit here and there. And give yourself at least that inch or a little more head space, because you are going to be adding filtered water, and you've got your soup base in there. Some people would add onions instead, or Lipton onion soup mix or something like that. But that soup base has got an onion flavor to it, and onions get mushy when you can them, so I don't add them. Just because nobody seems happy with that. So anyway, this is how I do these. I just fill them up. And when we add the liquid, we'll debubble and add anything else that needs to be added to it. Y'all forgive me, I'm holding the camera again today so I can get a good angle on what I was doing. This is not hard at all. Super easy way to have a ready-made meal for them. Very easy indeed. I just open a jar, heat it up, and voila, they have a good lunch. And Terry's gonna get to try it for one of his suppers sometime. He's probably had it before this way. Maybe I've done it for him for lunch. I can't remember. But regardless, it's a nice, easy, complete meal. Vegetables, meat, and potatoes. Can't ask for more than that, right? So you're getting the idea of what it looks like. Very pretty in the jars. The amount I had cut up worked out perfectly. Filled the jars. I'm tickled. I had cut up one small bag of organic carrots, half of a bag of or half a stalk of organic celery, and probably about 8 small red organic potatoes. And then I had 3 packs of the, I think they were 1 pound packs of beef chips. And then I'm gonna add my filtered water. So I've added my filtered water. I'm just gonna debubble a little bit. And you just wanna put your lids on, finger tight. Y'all see all my scratches? I've been pulling weeds. Weeds are my life, y'all know that. Anyway, don't crank it down hard, just finger tight. I just turned the water on in the canner. We're gonna get that all brought up to pressure at the same time. Now, y'all know the drill. Check your ball canning book or your USDA food and nutrition canning guidelines so that you know how many pounds of pressure and how long you need to process your beef stew for your area. Y'all overlook any spills and splashes you see. I've been up since 4 a.m. canning and rocking and rolling this morning's canning project. Homemade baked beans. Y'all may have seen Tasha from Pine Knot the other day do her world's best baked beans. My recipe's kind of similar to hers, and she gave me the fever, so I made a big batch of them yesterday and canned them up early this morning. And got some peaches to work on and some pineapples to work on. I got to talk to her about that pineapple stuff. She's the one that's got me motivated to do that. So if y'all haven't seen Pine Knot Farms, you need to go check Miss Tasha out. She's wonderful. And as you can see, cleanup's a breeze. Had my towel down. Use my recyclable, compostable parchment paper. Just a little bit of dishes to wash, that's it. Everything's in the canner, coming up to pressure. And this is the finished product. And you have canned beef stew. We'll let that sit for a little bit. They've already been pinging. It'll sit overnight. Be ready to be cleaned up and on the shelves tomorrow. Thanks for watching.